Happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Cubs Daily. My name is Stephen Ryan, presented by Fan Arch. The Cubs go up 1-0 against the San Diego Padres. We fly the W in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. The pitching staff was fantastic all throughout the game. A couple big swings of the bat, and that's all she wrote. So let's get into it, shall we? So again, Matt Boyd only went 4 1/3. He was getting hit pretty hard. I mean, you could tell he made Fernando Tatis ground out weakly in the first inning. He got a rise to fly out, I believe, and then Machado absolutely ripped a ball down third base, but right at Matt Shaw. Again, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good in this situation. And again, a couple times throughout the game, right? Jackson Merrill in the second inning led off with a double, and then of course Xander Bogaerts drove him in. He had a triple in the game as well, so that's what led to the Padres' lone run. And then in the fifth inning, Seiya Suzuki and Mr. Carson Kelly go back to back, set Wrigley Field ablaze. The atmosphere was absolutely electric, just what I expect from this team and our fans. Cub Nation is the absolute best, for sure. I'm a tad biased, there's no doubt about it, but hey, either way, we got out of there with a win. Danny Palencia came in the fifth, absolutely threw smoke down the chute, and got 5 big outs. We didn't even have to use Caleb Thielbar, who's been one of our high leverage relievers all season. Either way, absolutely fantastic victory to get the party started. A lot of the experts were picking the Padres. I'm not sure why. I understand their bullpen is nasty. I was hearing a lot during the broadcast that they're more of a contact team this year. I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, in playoff baseball, it's pitching and timely home runs. That is what's going to win you a lot of baseball games. And this Cubs team this year has hit a lot more home runs than in the seasons past. And again, Nico Warner, that at-bat in the 8th inning to get us that insurance run. Again, 1-run leads are tense. 2-run leads, there's a significant gap in breathing, right? I'm telling you, what 2-run leads feel like 4-run leads in the postseason. Of course, that can change quickly, but in terms of scratching runs out one by one, 2-run leads feel incredible in this situation. And again, shout out to the boys. The 5-6 hitters in the lineup. Seiya Suzuki homering for the 5th straight game. That ball was absolutely tattooed to left center field. Nick Pivetta got the advantage early on, right? He was absolutely dominating us, struck us out multiple times. I think we struck out 13 times as a team today. Not good. Usually you don't win those games, but this team, man, I'm telling you, we continue to persevere and battle back, and that's exactly what we did. Got the way. Again, the pitching staff was absolutely incredible, right? The bullpen went 4 2/3 of perfect baseball. Perfect baseball. That's right. No one even touched first base. That's how incredible they were. Shout out to Jeff Passan for that tweet of information. Again, you love to see it. You love to see everything kind of gliding together in this situation, right? Kyle Tucker, he was 0 for 3. He didn't look too good. Ian Happ didn't look too good either. But again, they were really dealing with that Nick Pivetta high-level fastball. And, again, this team is patient. They like to see some pitches. So, when you are of that nature, you're going to take some strikeouts sometime. But, we're going to move on to Game 2 here in less than 24 hours. Again, it's going to be a 2:08 Central Time start time. We're going to talk about that here in a matter of moments. But, a couple other news and notes that I saw. This defense, ladies and gentlemen, is just absolutely elite. Dansby Swanson saved the day in that situation, right? They had that run around third. That catch, I'm not going to say it was the ball game, but keeping that a 1-0 game really kept the hopes going for this offense, right? I mean, yeah, we eventually scored 3 runs. You could say we're going to win 3-2, but again, being down 2-0 compared to 1-0, you could be pressing a lot more and might not swing the bat the way you need to, only down 1, because one swing of the bat down 1 and it's a tie ball game, and then the next at bat, another swing, and it's 2-1. So baseball's kind of quirky in that in terms of your mentality at the plate, differentiating from the score. So again, that play by Dansby, critical all season long. And Nico had a uncharacteristic error in the game that almost led to another run as well. But hey, we kept it down. The bullpen did a job. Matt Boyd, even though he was getting hit hard, he battled, gave us 4 2/3, pretty much half the game. He pretty much pitched half the game, did an absolutely good job in my opinion. Battled, got those outs, and yeah, we're 1 win away from traveling to Milwaukee on Friday, and that's where I'd like to, get a day off on Thursday, right? We're 1 down on the road to a world championship. We're going to have to win 12 more games in the postseason, right? We're going to have to win another one here, 3 in Milwaukee, 4 in Philly or LA, and then 4 in the World Series. So, again, just that mentality, ladies and gentlemen. This team is fun. I love the way we're competing. I love the way we approach each plate appearance. I understand the first time around the order, we might not be seeing the ball all too well, but hey, this team reacted, they adjusted, and that's exactly what you like to see, because Nick Pivetta was cruising through this lineup through those first 5 innings, right? They were saying 4 innings in, he owned us, right? 5th inning, he's down 2-1. It all can change so quickly and in a hurry in playoff baseball. It's absolutely incredible to think about. So again, 1 down, 12 to go. Hopefully, we can seal the deal tomorrow, get our pitchers a day of rest. Again, on Thursday or Friday morning, I'll give you a preview, hopefully, of the NLDS, but let's get this next one and take care of business, right? So, yes, Game 2 set for tomorrow in Wrigley Field, 2:08 Central Standard Time. It was officially announced after the game. The Cubs are going to be using an opener. It's going to be Andrew Kittredge coming out. And then I believe Shota Imanaga will follow in the 2nd inning. And the strategy behind that is the right-handed lineup is very heavy in the front part for the Padres, right? Tatis, obviously Arise is a left-hander, but Machado, you want to get through those first 3 guys with the right-hander, and then it goes Merrill, left-hander, O'Hearn, left-hander, Sheets, left-hander, Cronenworth, left-hander. So that's kind of where Shota's going to get an advantage, and hopefully maybe we can avoid those 3 batters for a few more innings, maybe delay them scoring a run or 2. So I see the strategy behind it from Craig Counsell, who again was just stringing the puppets along in this game. And I understand a lot of you guys' frustration with what he did. You guys thought Matt Boyd was doing well. Matt Boyd was getting hit hard. He was getting hit hard. It was only a matter of time before they connected on one and put it over the wall. They got him out. He got us to the 5th inning. And that's all I can ask for from Matt Boyd. I've been saying it all year long. Even though he's been an all-star for us, Matt Boyd's at best 5 innings, maybe 6 if he's really cruising, right? If he's got a low pitch count and these batters are just not even close to his stuff, 6 inning at max. He's not a 7-8 inning guy, and that's okay. If you get us to 5 innings, this bullpen can take you the rest of the way. The bullpen is continuing to gain confidence along the way, and especially if we can execute in the postseason, it's going to be an even more epic ride. So, let's talk about Game 2 a little bit, right? We are using an opener, right? But the Padres are going to be throwing former Cub Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease, a big part of that deal for Mr. Jose Quintana back in 2017. Ironically, the last time the Cubs won a playoff series, but we won our first playoff game since 2017 yesterday, which is great to see. Dylan Cease not having the strongest year, okay? 8-12 with a 4.55 ERA. He's a high strikeout pitcher. That's what he does. Apparently, this Cubs team has no experience against Dylan Cease, according to MLB.com, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So we'll update those numbers. I know these guys have definitely played Dylan Cease. I don't get how that's not the case, but either way, we're going to take care of business today. I love this matchup for the Cubs. I think we've done a really good job against Dylan Cease in our past. Again, let's see. Cubs record versus Dylan Cease. Again, Dylan Cease has been one of the best pitchers in baseball. Maybe not, top 3 or top, 5 or whatever, but again, also he had 1 start against us. He struck us out. He went 5 2/3, gave up 3 runs and 6 strikeouts. In the 1 start against us this year. But the overall record against the Cubs in his career, 8 games pitched, he's 4-2 with a 2.47. So he's not too bad. against us. And yeah, Kyle Tucker's had some success against him. Nico Horner's done okay a little bit, but not a lot of experience against him. So this is going to be a good matchup. It's the way the postseason goes. It's the first time we're matching up against them in the postseason. Just because you were good in the regular season against us does not mean you're going to be good in the postseason against us. We all kind of know and seen that stuff happen before. So excited for this matchup tomorrow. Cubs, let's close this out and get to Milwaukee unscathed. And then maybe we're going to be starting Jameson Tyone Game 3. Again, don't want to get too ahead of myself, but we'll preview all that. We'll talk about all that and more. I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday. And as usual, ladies and gentlemen, it's Go Cubs Go.